world of Capcom is a magical place, packed with wondrous creations. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Capcom franchises. Selecting what we find to be the best and most impressive franchises from the lineup. We will not be including franchises not strictly developed by Capcom, or any singular games. So, works like Project X Zone do not qualify on their own. Number 10, Dead Rising.
This, my friend, is hell.
And to think, it all started with a guy who covered wars. The zombie-killing trend found a new champion in Dead Rising, a franchise all about balancing straight-faced leading men with wacky villains and the inherent fun of destroying the undead. Since the second installment, the games have also benefited from weapon crafting, the ability to stick two random items together and make an even more deadly weapon with which to slaughter zombies. Though it can be stressful to be surrounded by a shit ton of the undead all the time, it never ceases to be fun.
I'm a lot better with a camera. But yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Number 9, Breath of Fire. A more underrated series there may not be. These role-playing games serve as Capcom's foray into epic fantasy, developing an ambiguous but fascinating world where humans live in harmony with anthropomorphic animals, dungeons don't have to follow conventional design, and there will always be a blue-haired hero named Ryu. Each installment offers a slightly different take on the premise. Sometimes it's a quest to stop a goddess of strife, sometimes it's a political conflict between nations, with each game keeping the formula fresh and inspired. Number 8, Final Fight. Metro City lives on through the strength of these games. Starting from 1989's Final Fight, this was a tale of overcoming the odds and standing for justice, which translated into Mayor Mike Hagar and company thoroughly beating down on the Mad Gear Gang. Later games expanded the scope of Hagar's conflict, introduced a wider cast of characters, and continued to offer cathartic, hand-to-hand brawling action. Only in Final Fight would a mayor get down and dirty with the criminal underworld, and we love it. Number 7, Ace Attorney. Hopefully, no one will declare an objection here. Objection! The Ace Attorney games primarily follow Phoenix Wright, a confident defense attorney with an eye for justice as he collects evidence and defends clients in court. Later games place the spotlight on other attorneys, but the energy is always present. Although the focus is on a Japanese-style court system, the driving force sits with the characters. Eccentric, complex, and yet surprisingly witty and relatable. It's these wonderful characters that make winning court cases all the more worthwhile.
Your Honor, the defense was born ready.
Number 6, Capcom Versus. Capcom is not shy about crossovers. Technically started with the 1994 beat-em-up X-Men Children of the Atom, the company's foray into cross-franchise developments truly came into its own with X-Men vs. Street Fighter. That game established the formula of one-on-one battles with two teams swapping out combatants, drawing from both Capcom and an opposing company's respective character lineups. The Marvel vs. Capcom and SNK vs. Capcom games emphasized elements such as special attacks, while games like Namco Cross Capcom added role-playing mechanics to the mix. Number 5, Devil May Cry. Devils may not cry, but they certainly make us cheer. Born of an early prototype for Resident Evil 4, this gothic hack-and-slash series soon found its place as the purveyor of excellent fast-paced action. The the games throw waves of demons at you, challenging you with its built-in letter-grade system based on your performance. Fans bask in Dante's cheesy one-liners, the grotesque and imposing bosses, elaborate button combos, and heroes with attitude, which is definitely part of the charm.
No talking. Good.
Number 4, Monster Hunter. The hunt rules over all. Monster Hunter is all about you, the hunter looking to make his mark in history by slaying gigantic beasts. The games set themselves up as role-playing adventures, but with a twist. You are responsible for everything: crafting armor, building weapons, tracking your prey. Each installment emphasizes the stripped-down, quest-based nature of the experience, and every battle won or lost is by your grasp of the mechanics. Fortunately, the series also champions online and offline multiplayer, with furry cat friends to alleviate potential crushing loneliness, just like in real life. Number 3, Mega Man. Even now, the Blue Bomber endures. The year is 20XX. The world has advanced in the field of robotics, and you are Mega Man, robot defender of the innocent. Few franchises are as diverse and expansive as this, yet each new game still retains the challenging gameplay and themed boss battles of the original, whether you're playing a traditional platformer or one of the tactical spin-offs. Mega Man has gone into the future, transitioned from 8 to 16-bit graphics, and been recreated in 3D polygons, yet his games continue to cherish their legacy, never forgetting their roots. Number 2, Resident Evil. Enter the survival horror. The original Resident Evil gave the world a taste of gaming's potential, mixing clever puzzles with iconic B-movie horror to great effect. In the years since, the games have taken to expanding upon their original concept, going even further than ever anticipated. We got a healthy helping of creative monsters, varied locations, and more recently, some pretty impressive action set pieces. While the series' shift towards action has divided the fanbase somewhat, the franchise still enjoys immense popularity. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Street Fighter. Street Fighter, the seminal fighting game franchise, remains so for so many reasons. First and foremost, the games gave the fighting genre some of its most important innovations. The 6-button control scheme, best out of 3 matches, and combos for special attacks, to name just a few. The franchise's distinctive 2D sprites set the standard for future games, aside from some in-series experimentation. And most impressive of all, it spotlights a global cast of well-rounded, self-confident characters whose personalities are matched only by their combat prowess. Capcom should feel proud. Do you agree with our list? Sweet. What's your favorite Capcom franchise? For more captivating top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Job's done.